In 1830, a drunk horse accidentally sparked a political revolution and changed history forever. Yes, you heard that right. An actual horse helped trigger the birth of a nation. It all began in Brussels, the heart of what was then part of the United Kingdom of the Netherlands. After the fall of Napoleon, the Congress of Vienna had decided that Belgium and the Netherlands should be united under one crown to create a strong buffer against France. On paper, it seemed logical, but in reality, the Belgians and the Dutch couldn't have been more different. The Dutch were largely Protestant, spoke Dutch, and controlled most of the political power. The Belgians, on the other hand, were mostly Catholic, spoke French, and felt sidelined, politically, culturally, and economically. For years, resentment quietly brewed beneath the surface. Then came the summer of 1830. Across Europe, revolutionary ideas were spreading like wildfire. France had just ousted its king in the July Revolution. The air was thick with rebellion, and Belgium was a powder keg waiting for a spark. That spark, believe it or not, came from one very drunk horse. One evening, a group of Dutch soldiers stationed in Brussels decided to celebrate a little too hard. They drank, they sang, and in their merriment, they shared their beer with their horse. At first, it was funny. The soldiers laughed as the poor creature stumbled around, swaying side to side. But as the horse wandered off into the city streets, things quickly spiraled out of control. The intoxicated horse began knocking over barrels, bumping into market stalls, and causing general chaos. It even stumbled into a military drum, toppling it with a loud crash. That single sound, the beating of a fallen drum, echoed through the night. Locals, already on edge, thought it was the signal to attack. Rumors spread instantly. "The revolution has begun!" Crowds poured into the streets. Some shouted for freedom, others grabbed whatever weapons they could find. Pitchforks, sticks, anything. What started as confusion quickly became an uprising. Windows shattered. Torches lit up the night sky. The tension that had been simmering for years finally exploded, and in the midst of it all, that poor horse kept stumbling through the chaos, completely unaware it had just changed history. Within hours, the unrest spread beyond Brussels. By morning, barricades were up. Belgian citizens clashed with Dutch troops in the streets. And within days, what began as drunken confusion had turned into a full-blown revolution. Leaders quickly stepped in to organize the rebellion. Writers, workers, and priests united behind a single demand: independence. The movement gained momentum faster than anyone expected. By late September, Dutch forces were forced to retreat, and on October 4, 1830, Belgium officially declared its independence from the Netherlands. A new nation was born, all because of centuries of political tension, and one horse with a bit too much beer. Of course, historians agree the revolution would have happened eventually. The horse didn't cause independence on its own, but it became the comedic catalyst in a chain of serious events. The story became legendary, a symbol of how unpredictable history can be. And here's the poetic twist. That very incident, sparked by drunken chaos, led to the creation of a modern independent Belgium whose capital, Brussels, would one day become the beating heart of the European Union. From a horse's hangover to the foundations of modern Europe. You couldn't make it up. It's proof that history isn't just shaped by kings and conquerors. Sometimes it's shaped by accidents, misunderstandings, and one very tipsy animal. The Belgian Revolution of 1830. Born from chaos, fueled by courage, and kicked off by a drunk horse. Thanks, horse. For real. What do you think? Was this just coincidence, or fate's strange sense of humor? Let us know in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and follow for more fascinating history facts that prove the past is stranger than fiction.